Whew. I could have went all day without seeing that. Rapper Lizzo went viral again. And for those of you that don't know why, or if you're under a rock, she went to a Lakers game and wore some kind of black outfit, looked like a hospital gown, with all her ass cheeks out. Give me a second. And the clapback was serious, and why wouldn't it be? You got kids at these basketball games. You have regular people with their wives, with their mom, and some folks who might still be on vacation go to a game to relax, and you got this big old 300-pound woman with her ass cheeks out on the court side, twerking for the camera, smiling like that shit was funny. And the debate is a matter of body shaming or self-confidence. And on one hand, you got the fans of Lizzo, who is hero worship. They think anything she does is amazing, it's brilliant, it's finally groundbreaking. And on the other hand, you got people like me, the ones who took the red pill. We are those with the unpopular opinions because we ask the unpopular questions. Questions like why? Why even do it? Or how? How is showing your ass with a thong? Most women don't even want to show their bodies. And I admire those and I respect those for having the common sense to keep your underwear and what's under your clothes private, as it should be. Okay? But I'm asking, how is that cool or admirable to show your body on a court when nobody really came to the basketball game to even see you? You just happened to be there and the cameras got in your face. And I'll go on record by saying I admire her message of self-love. I think she actually is a beautiful, attractive woman. But a lot of people don't understand that when people like Lizzo are walking around, you don't really know what they got in their head, if they have issues or what have you. I think she got issues. And I admire the message of self-love, so on and so forth. But here's the thing. It ain't men that found what Lizzo did disgusting. It was actually other women. How did it become taboo, or when did it become taboo to talk about weight and decorum and class? It's only taboo if you don't adhere to the sheeple mindset. Okay, the Puritans did that. Okay, if you didn't think like them, you were considered an outcast. You were considered anti-progressive. Okay, Oprah and Monique, who was the poster child for the sassy black woman, never popped them cheeks. In fact, the both of them are trying to lose weight. Monique right now has a whole video series of her trying to lose weight. But even back then, when she was big, Monique nor Oprah never wore physically revealing clothing. Okay, that was their own private thing. So you seeing what Oprah butt cheeks look like was not your business. That was for Stedman or for whoever Monique was dating at the time to see Monique's body. Okay, 56,000 people, according to I think the they call it the Federal Disease Control thing, died from diabetes. But that's boring news. That ain't sexy. So here's the truth, the ugly truth. If a man hits $1 million right now, or 20 million, hit the lottery overnight, now he got the options to pick some of the baddest women out there. He got a Bugatti, he got a Lamborghini now, he got Playboy clothes, he going to the gym. How many plus size models you think this man will have on his arm or on his yacht? Think long and hard about that question. The truth is we like what we like and we find attractive. It's only natural. Okay, it's not natural to be a plus size person. If you are, you're not born that way. So you may eat a lot of food, and over time you might gain a little weight, and you're gonna look in the mirror and say, well, either I'm gonna go to the gym and do something about it, or I'm gonna sit behind a computer and complain that folks don't find what I look like attractive. I seen somebody in the comment section on my Facebook page telling somebody else that you guys ought to be ashamed of yourself because people commit suicide behind, fat shaming and body shaming. And mind you, it ain't guys doing it. It's girls telling other girls that they're fat and cheesy and stuff like that. So, If you commit suicide, that's you. What about the other 40,000 plus people, that go to the gym every day and sign up for new memberships? Or those who actually go to Weight Watchers? You see what I'm saying now? Delta Burke, when I was a little boy, I'm like 45 now, but I remember I worked for a woman named Miss Anna, and she was looking at like one of them Sears catalogs, and she was looking for like the Delta Burke collection, because Delta Burke, from Designing Women, was, like, she lived in Louisiana. I think she might still be here now, but she had a whole line of classic clothing for plus size women who had class and who didn't mind, being sexy but classy at the same time. Not all this attention whoring and thought scotch bullshit that they're doing now, where they thirst trapping and you trying to get all these dudes to give you all these unnecessary likes. Okay. And she was like telling me that she liked how Delta Burke carried herself for a plus size woman. And Lane Bryant is the exact same way. Lane Bryant may have bikini wear or a swimsuit for girls, but it's not this real slutty looking shit that that you're seeing on the internet, on Instagram, and that Lizzo was trying to promote. I remember, let's say if it was 2 years ago, when Sports Illustrated had the first plus size or BBW model, and when the girl was on the cover, it was a regular white girl, a regular plump white girl. She wasn't even like a size 16 or a size 20. It was like just a thick white girl. She wasn't even fat. And I remember all the girls on Twitter like mad as hell. All the blue-haired, fat, weirdo feminists was like, that's not what a plus size woman looked like. And for that one tiny moment in time, that one tiny pocket in time, I actually agreed with her that particular model was just thick. She wasn't even plus size. So even Sports Illustrated knew that men buy those catalogs. All right, that's the audience for Sports Illustrated. So it's one of them things where you can't really twist what self-love mean. You can't really twist a narrative that you push in confidence, because at the end of the day, people have to live inside their own bodies. I've told many girls when I've dated, big girls, on the telephone, they would say, you don't have a problem with me being fat or something like that. My answer is always, not really. You got to live inside your body. I don't. I live inside the body of a guy that lifts weights. You live inside of a body of a girl that don't lift weights. So, I mean, if you can live around, walk around with, thighs rubbing together or whatever you want to call it, that's your thing. But you can't blame somebody for not wanting to be with somebody like that or finding that stuff attractive. I come from a whole family of big girls. My Aunt Julia, my mama, my Aunt Eva. None of them looked or dressed like that. They all was just regular ladies. They didn't go out there looking for attention and trying to thirst trap. So the truth is that Lizzo is hurting on the inside, and she can sit there and try to lie and push this story that she's pushing this fat girl wave, but that's not for everybody. You see what I'm saying? I remember that girl Tessa Williams had got a situation on the airplane where she was so fat she had to pay for 2 seats, and she was mad as hell that the airline was like, bruh, you got to pay for 2 seats because you're so big now. She was a big girl model, and dudes like that stuff, but that's a niche market. But the Southwest or whatever the company was like, you got to get the fuck off the airplane or pay for 2 seats, and she didn't want to hear it. And she went on this whole spiel about how you guys are blaming me and you trying to shame me because I'm fat, but it's like, no, you kind of are big. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that they were trying to blame her. It's just that you want what's best for somebody. You don't want them dead. So there's 2 types of people. You got the friends who tell you what you need to hear, and friends like me. I'm sorry, friends tell you what you want to hear. Then you got friends like me who will tell you what you need to hear. That, yeah, you might think you're cute, got a cute face and all that, and you can stand to lose, quote unquote, a few pounds, but unfortunately, that shit ain't cute. And here's the unfortunate side about the Lizzo self-confidence thing. You can love yourself. Okay, that's all fine and well. But there's certain things about yourself you may not be able to change. Like some girls are not born with hips. Okay, but unfortunately, that goes into the argument of body dysmorphia, where they got people who actually getting butt implants and doing all this body augmentation and going into debt, trying to be the hottest thing on the planet. I counsel just fuck it. Do your thing. Do you. But if the way you living is going to affect your health, then don't do it. It ain't really worth dying over, chasing a dream, because you're not going to find perfection. Nobody on this planet is perfect. Okay, Lizzo is hurting on the inside, and the confidence that people misconstrue as self-love, in fact, is her insecurities looking for validation. The problem with the flaw, the problem is the flaw with the frat pride argument. The flaw is that they demand that everybody find all women attractive, no matter which shape or size, and that can't be done. That's an exercise in futility. You can't force somebody to like all races. You can't find somebody to like all cultures, and you for damn sure can't force society to like all body types. We're not made that way. We're all individualists. We all have our own individual taste in women, and our own individual taste in music and clothes, and so on and so forth. Unfortunately, life is just made that way. Life ain't fair. Not every woman's going to be a blonde. Not every girl's going to have, a flat stomach and all of that. Okay, but there's certain things about yourself you can change. Okay, and that fat pride flaw is not going to work, because at the end of the day, every girl who is fat don't want to stay fat. That's the thing that the unpopular opinion, or the ugly truth about this argument that nobody wants to face. There was a story, or a movie a couple of years ago, came out on Netflix, called Insatiable, about a fat girl. And once she lost all her weight, she became popular. And all the feminists and the weirdos was like, oh my God, how dare you put that kind of story out there, that, you can't be successful as a fat person, when the media is filled with plus size successful women. They're just not looking for attention or validation. They just do their thing and, stack their money. That's why the BBW market is a niche market, truth be told. There's a big difference between being a sex symbol and a sex object. And a lot of women have actually, unfortunately, the black ones in Hollywood, like Tiffany Haddish, Monique, and a couple of other ones, said that, I listened to some interviews where it was saying, well, Kim Kardashian and all the white girls can do shit that we can't do, because they are considered sex symbols. If we do something like with Lizzo doing, twerking ass cheeks, popping and riding on a crucifix and all of the weird shit, it can only be popular if it's done through the auspices of gutter sex. We become a sex object, but we can never ever be sex symbols. That's the whole overarching narrative. That's the unspoken subtext of the whole Lizzo issue. That she a big girl, but she can only be sexy if she do something that's gutter sex. I'm out. Peace.